Good evening, Dennis Burns, Fire Behavior Analyst for California Interagency Incident Management Team 2 with your KNP Complex update for October 19th. Today was out there on the fire, and probably 60 to 70% the fire area still has a coating of snow on it, which really dampened down the fire behavior. However, there's still quite a bit of heat out there. One of the things that's been carrying our fire is what we call 1,000-hour fuels, which are 6-inch logs. And the fuel moisture on those right now is like 7 to 8%. To put that in perspective, you go to a lumber yard and buy kiln-dried lumber, it's 11%. So it takes, the reason why it's called a 1,000-hour fuel is it takes basically 1,000 hours to reach equilibrium with the atmosphere around it. And that's primarily what's been carrying a lot of the fires in California this year. So, just a short-term spit of moisture is not going to have a significant effect on that primary carrier of the fire. So, getting around the fire today, we continue to do the suppression repair. Just listening to the IMET's forecast, there's a potential by Sunday, Monday, that we could receive a couple inches. So there's been kind of a new priority of getting as much of the suppression repair done as possible to prevent erosion. So up just outside of the park boundary, this line is pretty much done. They started some work on this line, and coming down the front country, quite a bit of that's getting done as we speak. Coming around the fire, this section of line from Montecito is now finally black, combination of the work by the crews and the snow. However, they still were in there dropping snags and looking for sources of heat in that area. Still a little bit more work to do out here before we put that as black on the map. Some of that's a south and a west aspect, which gets more sun, so the snow goes away faster and the fuels respond to that. This area up in the wilderness, still pretty well covered in snow. Didn't see quite any heat out there today. However, we know there is heat out there. Crews continue to work along the High Sierra Trail to get this area buttoned up below the giant forest here. Taking advantage of the weather, we actually did fly some aircraft in there supporting those crews. Then coming down, and all through this fire area along the General's Highway, we've actually established what we call a road group, and they're felling snags, hazard trees that are near the road that could potentially not only come down on firefighters, but the public once the park is opened up, and also chipping some of the brush and things like that we had cut back in anticipation of potentially having to use the road system to backfire off of. And then coming down to the Mineral King Road, crews are going direct on this piece from the road down to the river. Looking like maybe by the end of business tomorrow, we'll have direct line on all of this. That kind of scooted out a couple of days ago when we had that cold front come through. Feeling pretty confident. Again, they were supported by aircraft in here also. So all in all, things are looking real good on the fire. This will actually be my last report on the fire. We're transitioning to California Team 12, which will take command of the fire tomorrow night. So, hopefully I was able to keep you informed on the fire, and hopefully I won't be talking to you soon if you're local.